Greetings, Nyabingi Asian Council. I have spoken on Scotch Park before, and I notice nothing that I say, anyone pay too much attention. So because no one pay no attention, I just trod on and just tell I story. Now, I tell I story, and whatever the item hear and can use, feel free to contact I. Like I always say, I am not here to block anything that gonna move the movement. So if the spiritual ones them need I help and I can give it, I will give it. And if the soldiers them or the vanguards them need I help, I am here. But I'm not here looking any friend or trying to say what people like. I'm just gonna speak freely. So now let's talk about Scotch Park. Because yesterday I listened to Kalanchi and I listened to Skubu. And again, I could hear how Kalanchi was making up the story as he go along by dropping names and stating things that is not factual. Now, I am going to say what I know, and it's for the item to pick the sense out of the nonsense, the truth from the fact. Now, I come home 1992. And when I come home, I explain to the item the same year when I touched down is the same year the Pope was coming to Jamaica. So I and the Pope reached Jamaica same time. Now, when I reached Jamaica, I went to spend some time with my father at Scotch Park. Speak this already. At the time, my father lives on Scotch Park. At the time, Bongo Time was the priest at Scotch Park. My sojourn at Scotch Park, I explained that I moved between the Fire Keat, the Lion's Den, and my father ranch. At times, I would have stopped at the tabernacle entrance where Bongo Time would have sit down, and me and Bongo Time would have a reasoning on whatever subject we reasoning on. Now, at the time, 1992, so I don't know anything now where I don't know about what happened 1992. So I can't tell you when them get Scotch Park or anything. But I got to tell you now what I know about Scotch Park. 1992, while I was at Scotch Park, my father showed me a documents. And that documents came from the Smithsonian. And that document state clearly that the Smithsonian would like to redevelop Scotch Park and need the land to make lodging quarters, accommodation, a proper Rasta HQ in terms of a tabernacle and these things. Modernize building on the land. And El Center, Rasta El Center. So the blueprint looks proper good. So my father showed it to me. Bongo Time also had vision of that documents. At the time, Rita stated clearly she want Rasta off the land. Now, my father at the time was sick. So him said to me, say, Bunny, go talk to Rita for it. You hear what my father beg me? Go talk to Rita for it. That's what my father asked me to do. Keep in mind that Rita know I personally. So I went up to Hope Road and have audience with Rita. At the time, we sit in Rita restaurant and was reasoning. That day, I didn't know Stephanie, but me and Sharon had an encounter that day because Sharon wanted to know why I want to see her mother, so forth and so on. Keep in mind, we as Vanguard, our repetition go ahead of us. Because remember, it's my friend them mix up in all the bangarang that you can talk about in the Rasta disciplinary arena. We were mixed up in somehow and some fashion. So Rita never have no fear of I. So Rita and I hold audience. And I'm going to tell you all again once more that Rita gave Scotch Park to my father. Not to me, to my father. That land was gave to us through JahBunny, when I confront Rita. I explained to you that Rita tell me, when I say, what is your wonder, Rasta of the land? Rita exact word to me was, Bunny, I want them off of a blood clot land. Them is non-progressive blood clot element. That was what Rita word was to me. Rita went on and said, Bunny, looking at my blood clot restaurant. Me have to go market every morning 4 o'clock. And all of them go market, go buy, grow up on my land. And them dep on my land and them not plant nothing on my land. All them do is split up the land and run wire fence and who own the land, who live there, so who live there. So we never give them the land for that. That's what Rita Marley concern was, that there was no development going on the land. And as such, she had a problem with it because everything that she buy a market and she sell in her restaurant grew upon the land. When I went to Scotch Park at the time, there was no development on the land. So therefore, like I said, I am not rebutting Kalanchi. I don't know what they did on the land, but I'm talking 1992. Now, based upon my representation, Rasta was allowed to stay on the land from 1992 until they lose the land. Now, the next time I encounter Rita again was in South Africa, 1994. Me and Rita had audience and pilot in Johannesburg. And everything was okay according to the agreement with the land. Today, my father is buried on the land. If she didn't give him the land, how he end up burying on the land? So therefore, what I need to know, because I don't know, whether my father is buried on the tabernacle side or on the Marley side of the land. But he's buried on the land. So I say this to substantiate the fact that the land was given to us. That is the end of my claim of involvement with Scotch Park. I was the one that went and speak to Rita 1992 when she wanted to take the land, and she gave us the land.
Blessful Congo. Blessful Congo. My braka. Yes, my braka. Seriously, go. I have via I via IB and Merle and Stamp and Joe and Pinto and Flacco and all of that set there. A parasite garment dies as dishonest, evil, when me know about. Fire for them, my father. You're saying the right thing and the brother say the right thing. I tell Marley Foundation to take away Scotch Park from we, and it really looks stink and nasty and dirty. How the same Marley Foundation will take away the church from I, and the same for them ship them up and bout them a chat now you bring fire for them. Rastafari is not the art of confusion. Rastafari is not evil, and them very evil. A whole heap of Rasta drop flesh because of them and them mean and them nastiness and them bullyism and them badmanism and them bad girlism and them nastiness. I say them a Rasta. No unrighteousness to in a King Rastafari. So them a back up the wrong tree. And the IAV him, a demon out of hell that. A Goliath that, a Barabbas that. I be the whole of them a Jezebel and Barabbas and Delilah and Goliath. Baphomet and you name it a them. Me find them out. Them see them like the politician and the pastors them. Them not care the sufferers in the church. And with themself alone and wealth. And take money by whole heap of weapon give them picnic. For them do the corruption and the picnic threaten people with them weapons. Yes, and that go on over the many years. Me see them. From me 7 years old, me a Rasta, me a 65 now. And me a watch them and Rastafari, I spit them out and I beat them. Them laugh at them calamity and mock because them fear commit. Fire for them. None of them are no Rasta, them a sell out. Sell out. We get more money from United Nations, more millions for the Ganja project. And IAV and others take the millions for themselves, all the shy too. Right now, United Nations are damn blasted investigate them. Where the millions of money we come from the country for I and I. Them take it for themselves. Fire, whole heap of others known. We get money for do I and I business as Rastafari. And them take it for themselves. Develop on themselves. Fire. Keep bless my brother. True your talk. We have burn them out. We not hide them corruption no more. Cause you afraid of them. We not say nothing about them nastiness. Cause them have them picnic and them grand picnic and threaten we. So them are burn down we house. And them are rape we and them are murder we. So the adult do the corruption. And the picnic and grand picnic and others back them by humiliating and intimidating and victimizing and telling lie and dealing with I and I so nasty because we are exposed them nastiness. Fire! Rastafari, burn them up.
Eli Selassie the first King Rastafari, bless I and I, sanctiful and I, cause the love and I countenance to shine upon I and I. Make I and I free from the hand of the wicked from that time unto this time, upward and forevermore. Blessed be the name of the living I, Emperor Eli, King Selassie, and I mother, Empress Wazir Menen, and I greater mother, mother of a life, Empress Yahima Bet. And I do give thanks to the black family over land and sea, near and far, wide and broad. Rastafari, blessing, cover the ally and I, east, west, north, and south. I ask the Most High to pour out in blessing upon I and I. Give I the strength and the courage to say I can stand up in this world. I have a Gideon, Rastafari family, one's perfect love. Yeah, this is Scotch Park now. A whole heap of talk me here, a whole heap of talk. Now, Iman was one of the first youth who leave Kingston as a youth man and go live within Scotch Park. While Iman was there, I have a brethren come in, him never really born within the big house, but then come in, Zebulon, Asha, Ives. While I did it, you have a Ras named Stand Up Dread. Used to always come there with Ayatollah. After that time, I used to come and go. Till after that time, Ayatollah seated, Stand Up Dread seated too. See, I lived there. With that time when I first lived there, it's just me and a virgin named Kojo. Kojo was a virgin who used to be like a secretary for the Mali, the man. They have a project around a Tayandai project at the time. So I did it with Daniel, that's Ras Daniel, and I because the land was given from about 86. But Chubongo Wato was a man where anything where in that time where we developed the Nyabingiada, it is a bonnet and say a commercial. You will have a Daniel will come up and say no resettlement, repatriation. That means you know for build nothing, you know for start a business, that just repatriation, just chant and chant, where chant and go home. So I did have a Nyabingi in Montego Bay, I think was in the 86, 87. One of them I were there. Sister Rita Marley come to the Nyabingi and say unto the brethren them she like she have piece of land in Porous. Or she like to give to the Nyabingi elders. Bongo Wato get up and start to burn her out of the tabernacle and call her ore and a lot of things. A lot of brethren never like it. Cause a little a combustion and then Bongo time bring by the congregation in order. And them raise her and them usher the sister in and raise her with her and some man that said them not like a Bongo Wato do and you know, but some whisper it, some tell him, so you know. Cause them time the Bongo Wato was one at the stallion behind Bongo time around the altar. So she go away with the land never will be taken at that time from the big house never take it. But Daniel and a virgin named Dago, and I think him get tiny man and him go to Sister Rita Marley and them say they want the property, they wanted to keep Bingi and them no matter about Bongo Wato, and there was a discussion with them and Sister Rita after the Bingi and the land given to them. When the land given, Daniel, Rita Marley also give him 10,000 Jamaican dollar at the time, which is them money now equivalent, it'd be like $1 million. In that time, Daniel built a tabernacle, and no one was going to there because to Bongo Wato bonnet. No one go around the Asian order, so no one really go there. I went to Portland now, Orange Bay, to keep the 21st of April, the April. While it was a truck used to carry and I just see truck and someone used to take bus, but mostly the truck was like a bus. Full all the while a Rasta. So when I reach on the scene now for the being, you know, the man tell me say the Rast violate because some woman are saying Nyama and them and bully or something that in the Rast in their fire. So everyone head out and say no being can chant us so Bongo area show them how head out and so 1988, 23rd of April, we go to the tabernacle be actually 2 hours a year or so before. And we never go there. But after Gilbert, that's where we go there. When we go there, outside of the tabernacle where they built tear off. And we cover it with tarpaulin and have the ISIS, first ISIS there. So from 1988, and when the family really set up on the ground and was the river and the spring and fruit trees and everything, family them say them a set clean because them live in them yard. Now, over the years, building been going up, construction been going on. I am under there. Zebulon, Rastola, Virgin name Ives, Stand Up Dread, and Daniel used to come. Daniel always come through. He was the one like where make sure we have look herb or some food at all times, so he will come through. Otherwise, from that, ones and one will come there. But when Bingi, so I did hold that property But when we first got there now, first got there, you have some era youth used to live there, and the people them say like, oh, we can't get them off because them a bad man and them have them gun and thing. We never really going on a really now hard confrontation with them, but through the reason, we reason with them and think them respect I and know say we are city lion and show them say we know terrible ways how we can deal with people, but we're not doing that way. And so we and them even become virgin until we get them off of the property. So the property now was given out. That's the main reason why Rita Marley come for the Rasta family to give to the property, because the property was being vandalized by the era people, them live on it and been reaping the fruit and been selling it, and you couldn't come there. So and then when the Rastafari family have it now, I would there. Over the years we're doing farming, right? We do all type of farming. We plant gongo, feed the congregation, corn, various farming go on the property. But what happened to the property now? It have dirt on it up and a mile below it. So over the years, they and to it up on a hill, like whenever the rain fall and then don't make a concrete bunker wall, it just have a flat thing. So when the rain fall, the dirt itself run to the down to the mall. So whenever you dig to an inch of dirt, after you dig the dirt, an inch or 3-4 inch of dirt, a mile you go back up on. So the farming now kind of get difficult to do up there, so unless you have a whole heap of water to sustain it. So we drive now further around to the back, nearer to the hill, where you have a more softer soil and a more richer soil too. So most of the farming is like go on there until when Rita Marley come now and say she want to build a big wall and she got to build a fair part different from I part. So there's where the water bill even run up to, because them using the water from the property. Them never really go and get the water or have a pump for pump the water from the river to build the wall. So that give us overall a big bill, because it was a long wall from down at the road to go all way up to Rita Marley. If you circle Rita Marley place, go right around it. So if you get a diagram or a picture of that wall, you'll see the type of water we have to use to build the wall. So it must run up the water bill. Anyway, so I'm on here, I whole heap of one attack. I'm on a gear, I'm on experience, and we've been treading on to the years after. I'm a virgin Zebulon even encourage Mikey to come and live there on the property. Because them time them they are chilling amongst him parents them. And we as Rasta youth, they are all the property, so one more you Rasta youth to do. Seeing, encourage him and him come in. Seeing, and I did it. And all the city. Seeing, pass through many tabernacle, we build a tabernacle, we build from the spear groove and dung board. Well, pretty, and the gill and storm come and destroy it to we go concrete. So we are come from a stages, we are come from thatch with stick to we go groove and tongue board to we reach concrete. Anyway, when I am on after 90s, I'm under there over the years. 1992, we never get no threat from Rita, at the time was the time of the Centenary year. And we are the Rasta community in this vibration of His Majesty 100 year Centenary. So that was where the focus was on. See? And I go through it. Long, go through long after I might even go England or come back. It was, and Rita Marley saying JahBunny said something, so I'm gonna just correct him there. So even I had told her, we have a brethren that we go there. When we go there, we meet this brethren named Torch. Him climb any one of the tallest tree. When Rita Marley and Minnie come there, they used to drive like if them go country or them go way anywhere them there in the vicinity of Clarendon, they will make them way to the tabernacle. And if Rita Marley was strong enough and could tell you, when she come there in those time, the van always full of coconut, all type of thing going back through the gate, because everything will pick, every man will go pick out some pear and Found no Rita Marley there. Everybody try to pick something and make sure she have to go in back. The van full of food. So when me hear them say laziness now, I man personally never grassroots with that type of laziness. And the idea for know say when Rita Marley come and get Rastafari family the land, it's never I never and the money people should give land, at the time, It's never I don't know no rich Rasta never they run. And just few rich Rasta, few money that have them like a dollar. But majority of the congregation was have not at the time. And if you check from 1988, the family go and seat it on the land till 2005, 2002 or 3 when them for them lock the gate. If you check the type of construction and building where they upon that, with people who say them not recycling, repatriation, no secondary government outside the continent of Ethiopia, right? And if you look and see the type of development where I put on that property, it's a lot of development. See? So when we are want to say lazy one, no one did never lazy. It's the only thing say the property, if you live on that property, then you will know the type of property say not a really a farming property. Because it's more mall, more than dirt. And for planting a mall, you have to have water run night because even Kush come down we have a big farm, callaloo, pepper, everything, tomato, but it take a lot of water. Take a lot of things to make it run. See? So we hear a lot of people who come out and them just start because them but I man live there from 1988. Till 97, I man leave go to London, spend 10 years in London, and I man come back from London straight to Scotch Park, and I man live there. To the first eviction, to the second one, when it come up now, I man start to move around town, so I man never really stay there on the land, but all I man, even right now today, my clothes, everything, my furniture, everything at Scotch Park, because guess what? At the I man did live, I man did just say it's a year away slow. And I man used to come out of the city and know say I man used to have things and used to things. I man have to go out there for go look it. So when Virgin called me and said them put that then give out an eviction, I man was laughing because we get one before. And I challenged it. And them I don't know what them doing at the court, but they come to some agreement where them did say leave way, and start to focus on for them side. And for straighten the record to your father, but never bury upon the Nyabingi side, according to God, they leave it at the Nyabingi. So then they put him over Rita Marley side, beyond the wall, and then they build a wall. We fix it so it kind of block off both ways, but what happened now? To the mystic of Rastafari, look like plan to split the wall in two. Yeah, so that is the issue where the fulfillment of where Scotch Park come from. Even one at the time when a brethren come in there, about 95, 96, and after the Centenary here, and say in the life we put Rastafari kind of a close company. And in the life we put Rastafari upon him logo to sell him clothes, but in the life we give 20% under the Rastafari community in Jamaica, but all them are going to do it. And when them check out the property, the Virgin says we never own the property. And him say in a 20 or 30 years from now, the grandchildren can come and say they never give we, it's them mother and they, right? So same time now, Michael Lan as a liar with Bongo Tani, Daniel and the whole of them, them have a meeting and them calling a survey man and them survey the property. That's all I could have know the line, the border of the property because she give for 10 acres of land, she say. And then when them go to her now, one reason it's a rita with a life we have there, our pack we want develop the Nyabingi house. That's the main reason why them did try to her. my father saying that the reason Rita Marley takes so long and she have them there for wait for a good time when she come out to the elder. Then she said the whole of the property was full now, like going to the property for keep and care and take care of it and live. So the the idea where the elder then come back is that they own the property because Rita Marley never agree if he sign or she don't sign no paper. She just tell say, I want to own the property. So them step away with that type of which Michael Land now as a lawyer should step in and say no, but too, we want to go do some business and But it come like everybody just relax. And I did it. Cause me did it from 1988, Check. Till 2020 when them start talk and the war and with Sizzla everybody gets stimulus. I say me I go leave and go home back to my yard. So me start go back and forth to my mother yard, Scotch Park mother yard. See? But from 1988 I man go there. After Gilbert, 21st of April is go seated there. So I man never move. I man live there so. See? So I man have the full history and experience of Scotch Park development, even from before them even have a concrete quarters, because most of the quarters them were board. One at a time we go there, a chapel cover the tabernacle every year because we never even get for touch so my time and thing. So I go through a lot with Scotch Park. But to saying that and saying this, coming when the first eviction come out, I man call that I say any man set up I and I, because them know say I and I live here. And they know I and I live here for years. And Sizzla and Mikey don't answer the question right. Because them should have tell them say the one them who live on Scotch Park is the son of the Asian them. Some of them pass away and some, because most of the youth them were there Scotch Park. You have Ivy set of youth that live there. You have Bongo Time youth that live there. Mikey and Daniel set him. Sometimes old brother and sister them they don't have a house. Them come in. See? And you have many other youth will live there. Different will come from Clarendon, where them mother and them father. You have youth that just pass through on a regular basis. Every Sunday or every Saturday you can see them youth. They know so them will go pass through. Even if them pass through, if you can wash them Laksa River and they're going to spend a little time on the center and then they move on. But as me I once say, once and one, the center wasn't a center well locked. It was a gate to open because we just did it and all the man driving and say, boy, I go a country but I feel tired, I go all a rest and him just decide I'm going to car and sleep and they see him drive on again. See it? So it was a yard, it was the family yard. You understand? But through power struggle, I man personally Skubu, you see, so don't know what caused the fury so much. But me I listen because I man never did it when Snoop Dogg and the money thing and all them something there. So I man not too know much about that. But all I man know say, regardless of who come see I and I there, then they come see I and I live in a love with maybe couldn't have a whole week with a dinner for eat, I think, but the man them did in a love higher. And when that breakdown of miscommunication and misunderstanding with each other, it not just cause two men for misunderstanding one another, but cause a whole family for lose them house and them belonging and all of them bill over the years. And one of them yard and call Rasta squatters a lightning, earthquake and thunder. A brimstone and fire. Seeing? And everyone laugh and smirk. But once feel it, as you hear them ask Sizzla, Mikey have declared, some of my man go and live on road because once and once, some of my man never live there. Too much, do the amount of years where them leave them family and home and say, well, I ever go walk with the love of Rastafari, because you leave your family and your home, just to walk around the card of love. And when you check it out, you see your brother and your sister them make you be homeless and then they laugh off of you. And then they will laugh with a very big smile. See? Because all of who in the war and make the ones them where they live at Scotch Park. I bet you say them have them own house and them live somewhere comfortable and them live nice and no one no come at them yard come cause no rasta problem. Cause not the one them pan Scotch Park is the problem, you know. The one them pan Scotch Park, most of them don't have no problem with no one. Them glad when I come, we sweep up the place, we clean the grass, we cut the grass land pretty. We clean the place from side to bottom, all rubbish we then left. And when them go and left them rubbish, we no cuss, we no quarrel. Then never come and put on a dollar on the altar and say, this a fee bridging, then we take care of the property. See? And we do it over the years with a smile. See? So when me hear them, I say, lazy people that live on the property for you. I man not lazy. I man did live there. I man lived there from 1988. I man one of the first youth. Well, if I'm on Yates, because city me live where I get vile. I mean, I say right now, I man prefer to go and see it than see it at Scotch Park. You know? So at this time, I man even stay and uplift I man spiritual realms within the tabernacle. Because I did a dip on a day-to-day basis. Only when being given left the land and go somewhere else. See? And I did it with love fire, man. I don't know what cause. What is money and evil are two terrible things because the man then come here with a evil thought and the money power. And that destroy a whole heap of one. Even the Asian them. And it just destroy it, you know. It kill out the 7 Asian where you move and go South Africa. As Scott past them did live in a. Up to Bongo Vin left him yard and come build a little out of Scott Pass. So for sure you see the man them, most of the man them. You seated upon the land, Bongo Zato, you have Bongo Rai, you have Wickerman, you have Bongo Viakai, you have Data Ini dead upon a regular basis, you have same Bongo Vin, seen, you have the Virgin where I drop out to where I come from down at Westmoreland, he was dead upon a regular basis. You have Rastafari, Bongo Ken. Yeah, all these men live on the property, you know, and a man who may have them yard, then live there. That's anything them keep, them could have just send a bus at Scott Pass and know so them will get a full bus of Asian and youth with sistering. So right now, Rastafari, you say if we want to plan this, that's why I'm not calling and name and not point a finger upon no one because I know the judgment. Not only depend them, but depend them and them family. Yeah, because you destroy a man home, you know, you left your yard and you create and you go left and drive and you know no car around the driving and no banner or no bike I wanna do. I wanna come out and see a man where I live in a love with maybe they have a big pot of food like you know, have no pocket full of money. And you can't change 30 clothes like you, but him that have a love and him a live in his own way. And you come and you see that you destroy the whole of that and make him lose everything. And yet still you don't have nothing to give but talking big. Because Sizzla Kolanchi should have find out the 9 people where they live there, where them name come down upon eviction and find somewhere give them to live. Also the Naya Bingi house who caused this eruption and this confusion over money should have find out where the bridging them there. And the sister in them where they live on the property. And make sure so them are right. But everybody laugh. Because none of them win in them own right. You them win. With them evil because all of them was evil. None of them never come with good. That's why it's evil take the congregation. Because if them they come with good, they'll take I and I, you know. And if they come with evil, that's what we get. And the pay what we get. You know, see it. So everyone will lash out on Scott Pass. You know, lash out on the agency. See? A whole heap of work, all them mango tree, they want to see what not come up, and willow tree and all them things. The iron I planted, all the coconut tree, then we carry there. Go a big yard, but we carry back trees and plant. To them turn big tree from 1988 till today. And yet still, all of them go around and collect back money, and then they go in. Both from the Bingio side and both from Sizzla Kolanchi side. And none of them not come and call a gathering and say, wow, the brethren and the sister in them, where they live at Scott Pass. we go through this calamity. At least negotiate one local structure, one local somewhere where they can know so they can get back and they together again. Or have something. See? Everyone left on their own, but I wonder still why you come and being here and say one perfect love. But I have one perfect love because I can't change. But I am gonna tell you them. See, sometimes my heart bleed, you know. See, because a man with have a mattress down there where I had nearly 80,000 I pay for it in them time there. And when Bingy go on, when you see woman and pitney lie down upon that asleep, you frighten all the people that used to say, boy, scoop over a big mattress if you want to sleep. Because we was family. We have love, but we never have one house or one big, we never have a big hold up a car and van and bike. And a man come from where he come from. Both the executive side and both Sizzler side live at their yard, you know. And all of them trial and tribulation and them troubles and them vexation and them ignorance. And them bad mind and grudgeful of cat pass and come pour it on the local have not them, you know, we are pray to Selassie ideally for all up the earth, you know. Then the earth must collide. And so I say lightning, earthquake and thunder, you know. Every man I go get a pay and can to him work. Every man. I have to be fire, you know. And the fire go burn left, right, and center. And for, you know, clean a judgment. Yeah, man. So all you hear I rejoice and I rejoice about Scotch Park. I man take it, that's why I man not go out and say nothing, you know, because I man do I man not hurt. Can I lose more than millions down there, so can I see them and I set myself. I don't never there for much years. And I don't take up a pants, nor a shirt, nor a shoes when I left there. I left me think and come and say I'm yard, being the yard. See? And we hear whole heap of one day on radio all about attack. And I say all them things and I tell and I fabricate them lie and I set up them set up in them lie. And I make it look like them are the truth and them come for help Rasta. And I don't come for help and I don't come for tear we down and put we in a dust. And send we back to the dump and the dogs. Because if you come say a man I live good, if no come a your yard come make nice, if no come a your yard come make trouble. All the people them where you come there, all of the war where you create a Scotch Park, and the administration and them pitney, and them left them yard come, they come do it. If Jamaica Rastafari community willing to tell the truth, that's where you go. Them left them yard come, they come make trouble with I and I. When them a go home at them yard at night time, where they no thief and carry home from we, from the center, then come they come make trouble with we. Me live there from 1988 till now and I never run a man blood pan that land. I never draw a knife and cut a man. I never pull a gun pan a man. So it show you all the liberty and show you where we are come from, fireman. Say just bad mind some people where evil because them are living a pure evil. And them background I come from pure iniquity. So if them see I live good, them will tear that down. If people are living a rubbish, if you got a dump and clean up the dump and sit down there live, then come, they can have to move. These are the type of people who come around I and I. Them worse than drunk crow. And them they could lose Scotch Park. And when they lose Scotch Park, who and the same people who take Scotch Park from me, who and them are mingle? Is the same set up drunk crow and crow be at them? So they them have to know, yeah. That's why I never say nothing about this because if I ever talk, yo, our blood, sweat, and tears me run past Scotch Park, you know, I believe every tabernacle will be lesser. Me, my and them go work on hall tabernacle. I'm going to the one where we go to go see 1988. Me never talk bill. But after that, every tabernacle, till right now, if you go in at the tabernacle and looking at the tabernacle, you're going to see my name in there. And I know me write it is a man when them done do the tabernacle, man to write in Skubu name because I'm one of the youngest youth and him there and him do so much and so him work like because me I first man start lay out the tabernacle and I smooth off the mat and show me learn the concrete work from my father. See? So Scotch Park and I just want to talk about to me. Scotch Park is a part of my life. And all of who you see come and tear it down, them are going to tear down. And but them now going to tear down like how you see them are going to just tear down so. Them are going to rotten down and them generation are going to tear down too. Not just them alone. See? So Rastafari bless man and we give thanks, for the man we laugh and all the mobile people them they laugh and face and get glory and honor. That's why you see all some boy come by the chat farm and chat soccer and things like all the being there mobile some have to go. I never go there. I man personally not have to go nowhere. Sitting in my house and chant, because I learn so much for chant. I learn the technique of chant, I learn everything. That's why I see it when I being ground for so much years. That means I in a Babylon now I can execute it. And I forgot to the mobile. Where I'm gonna laugh off of you and scan you and feel like I'm better than you. And I talk about, hey boy, hey, actually you don't know why. Then you don't know who you don't know. You know why? None of them don't know why neither. See? My father is the money mint and the Bible maker, which is Haile Selassie, greater man and richer than every man in the earth. But I know boss, because I know who is I within creation. So we give thanks again, man. Rastafari, I love, man. And I eat a cover the earth and I go over evil, And Rastafari, I got pay, man, I can't do work. As me tell them all the while, time will tell, man.
JahBunny, Rastafari, I. It's not a connection. Yes, there's a connection. It's just the same treatment them give I and I all the time, JahBunny. That's what we are talking about there, so. It's not necessary the massacre and the Scotch Park happen same time. No, but them been doing the wickedness continually on our people. So let's understand the whole thing now. Give thanks, Rastafari. I think we need to request simple understanding. Simple understanding is needed because this thing need to get over, right? So the easier one understand the thing is the easier we move forward. Alright?
Raspuki. We cannot have selective hearing. If we have selective hearing, then we can't reach nowhere. Because here it is. Sizzler talked about 2004 somewhere up the line. And I already told y'all that Rita Marley want the land 1992. Everybody disregard that. Dago is there. My father, brethren, is there. He's still alive. Yeah? And I explained to you that Rita Marley gave us the land. Yeah? So now, by the time Rita Marley gave us the land, the university took my father off of the land. Now, we're talking 2004 now, yeah? The reason why Rita Marley did want the land, there was no development going on the land from 92. There was no development. Rita Marley stated clearly that all the man them do is run wire fence and section up our land and I live for free with no production. So how not gonna put that on Babylon now? This is not, and Babylon do not do so. This is a Rasta non-progressiveness why we lose the land. The same thing we are going on this platform. It's the same thing why we lose the land. Just simple as that, brethren. So we must stop spin things. There's no connection between Carol Garden and we losing the land. The land is Rasta, never developed themselves, and Rasta take back the land from Rasta. Carol Garden thing was Babylon attack Rasta. So, brethren, when you not talk, man, make the thing make sense, brother, and stop making no emotion and go on and run with things. We can create atrocities by ourselves. What happened there is what happened on the platform right now, pay backbiting and backstabbing. So what we're hearing is Ivy and him team backbite the other Rasta man them and then go up on boat and the backbiting is man gonna pay. Let me tell you something. You know, Rasta man, I'm sorry that I'm so old, brother. Because all this long talk, about this thing, yeah. That's why in our time thing it gets sorted out. Because guy knows how them quit him.
JahBunny now, people for frank and truth. I Eli Selassie, one perfect love again. JahBunny, listen, this one to have the land. No, you see what happened now? You see, Kojo and Planner get the authority from Rita Marley to go and take care of the house down the bottom, the big house where you come see your father in, right? With grandma. Grandma was on the next side, Granny. Remember Granny, that old lady, all right? Those was 3 people who was sent by Rita to come and stay on the property while I and the Nyabingi was there. Okay? Your father is a man where me, when we go there, him here, I see like we reach at the same time. So me was a man where you, so if him want any little thing like racers and them thing, that I will be the one, or anything he want, a shop, I man will be the one to go feed and get it for him. See? Over and I side now, because members me stated, clearly JahBunny. The land was 27-acre land. I never thought that part, but I can state it now. I and I, the Nyabingi house, Rita Marley said she would give I and I 10 acre off of the 27-acre of land. Now the land run betwixt the river, the train line, and up straight over back to the hill. Right? The part where you see I and I, the depot, betwixt the Neesbury tree, and where you step up and the ram, they sort of come up to the tabernacle where they come to the fire key, and that's where the borderline is, the Neesbury tree. So where your old man was at, where Bongo Planner was, and Kojo and his son Ozai. At the time, me and him had the 2 youth, then they lived there, Ozai. We did not stay over Rita Marley side because you'd have 2 little bunker house at the time. Like people who help a house, and then your father and they did in the big house. Me in a one room and Kojo in the next room, him and his son Ozai. So that's where we was at the time. Now I and I did it. We never have no problem with Rita Marley, only till when I had to a youth named Blacker now. My grandma bring from town, come there and build up a little house near fair spot. And it carry a fuel because someone go back to her and tell her I couldn't build it on the Bingi side because he was a Bingi man and he must come. And grandma bring him come there, him and his family. So then she said them build lesser. So Rita Marley overheard the argument. And think was like people overflowed her property. So she called, she put it over. But when she realized, so it's not like all people were saying it, then that never come out to the Nyabingi house as a threat or nothing like that in that time. That's what I was saying, JahBunny. Now in 1992, why I say I never hear of an eviction, which there I say you did hear of it, I never hear of an eviction. See, after I man go England and come forward now, I man hear of an eviction when the war start betwixt Sizzler and Rastafari. Before the eviction, I man used to sit down up there and I man used to build craft. So I man sit down one day and build some chain, earring, and some hand bracelet. And just a build a portion of craft. I man just was building craft. Because every day I wake up, if I not gone in the farm, because we run at the back with have tomato, all heap of things plant around the back, and then we'd have my herbs too. So more time we'd get up, I'm going to the farm in the early morning and at the midday now. When we just go and build like 3-4 hours, I just sit down and build a craft. While I'm on was building some craft in the day, in the daughter's quarters, I'm on sit down in the big and no and the day at the time. So me alone just feel comfortable in there by myself. So I'm on hear my phone ring, and when it was daughter Mitzi, she asked him and she said, Skubu, You can't find somewhere and go and stay for a little bit. Because them want to shift up the property and thing. I man stately clear to her say, I'm on there from 1988, you know. I left my yard at Kingston, you know. At about 2000, going up, or 2000, what by date, you know. But in 2000. And me never really go back home to my mother and her family, them, you know. And if you notice, I saw my old man drop out and left way and we just there, so we not go back home. So all of me left gone long time. So right now going to the city, I don't know what me do. I that me sure. Anyway, me and I on the phone for a good time, nearly half an hour and chat. Totally it reached down to a discussion now where I sure say right now if anyone set up any judgment pan we, because they all live innocent. I remember me not take no side with neither Uno nor Sizzler. Seeing I'm just a layer live as we bongo time left me up on a battlefield for just live Rastafari life and principle. So at that time I do, you know. And so it seal up by the next 2 days I man see a lie a car drive up with some people I look I man never know say Stephanie. So through I man I build the chain them same way. I man look through the window and see them the next day and I man see yell up to them and when I look I man see she come up and a lie have all I and I name. From paperwork and him hand it to I and I. You know? And I man get one too. And I man call the liar one away and say, oh, is this? And the liar say, no worry, man. All 5 years, we take a natural entity and it no come out and no court yet. So nobody worry. And then I man the kind of feel like relax. So from this, so that was the first eviction notice I man ever seen as a youth. And I was in about 2000, say 12, 13. Seed fire. And my name did they come from one of them too. See? So that's why I man could have declared that to the eye in this time. But for knowing say no, the eye know of that. I man not say they are a liar there too. But I'm gonna show you, give you my history coming up on this property and where eviction concerned. See? Yes, because when I and I looking at it, you know, if you look on the whole reality, it's still no fire, JahBunny. See? Scotch Park was actually the fury of the man them who are fight for power, because it been taken away because every year we have a thing where we go to the Bob Marley Museum and chant and in birthday. Whether them get paid or not, I don't know. See? But every year a bus company center and we go there. So me know, even that me even say that in an interview when me and Marshanti do. Someone come and interview about the property. That's it, if you come down one night time and say, all right, me have to stay, but then there's a people who go because me have to stay, me and Marshanti there. See? Because them say me have to leave and Marshanti, we have to leave, and only Marshanti alone over there. So Marshanti get mad and start cause of some bad word and say, Skubu can't leave, and Skubu can't leave me alone. And Skubu have to stay with me and take care of me. And then, even that I meet you, I say, all right, even now I let her come back from the Bob Marley, say me and that if you stay with that Marshanti. So fire is not like me I execute the area debate on the eye where the eye say or where the eye no say. When me I try to give you, it's just a clearance of what take place with I and I while we was there at the center and when the eviction come out. I man know say them never want black of them for build no house over Bob was written on the side. That's why she after in the future she build a wall because she have avoid from people going over there and build up houses. Seeing fire. So it was more fair side she had debate on so she don't want nobody be and then the youth will go build up on the the shop on the front and the on our land again because the land is not just up on the Nyabingi side, you know. The train line where you see run betwixt the land. So it's a tall piece of property, it's not just a normal piece of property all over. A 27-acre land. Go to the river and right back up to right up in the hill over to him, in the hill. We are over. So a whole heap of property there for you. Yeah, man. So give thanks again.
Hold the vibes, keep it steady. Teach the youths, make them ready. No bad mind, no negativity. JahBunny, pure positivity. JahBunny, Johnny, Bunny, you listen to JahBunny. JahBunny, Bunny.
Yes, JahBunny, give thanks again, Rastafari family. One perfect love. One woman and child. Greetings. Yes, JahBunny. Yes, you know, your father they're on the south side of the land, you know. Like if you turn, you come in and you're coming up the hill to go towards the tabernacle. Your father is on the left. Behind the new house, them build a new house. The big house where you see the dead where your father used to rest up in that. Them tear on that and build a smaller house. But them build a wall now, because your father now is a man who used to just go check and sit down and like grave and throw down some weed and go and smoke and build. Because I know says a man who smoke and reason with me now. And before I get so close with Marty, my planner, all of my Asian them, only my father, me never hear say planner sell out. But all of the others a man them would true. Even if 2 times was a city man, times a man will sit down and reason with planner them half time for it. And it's a man will question you diligently and get what he want. So me never hear bungo time really lash out. That's when I man go there and rest there and my father see me take on to planner because I love patient. And I love him knows him that man will sit down around patient for hours at least to them reasoning. So is a man never really tell I nothing. Like if I sell out, you know, like home here, Daniel or someone that say. So we did it with, and then planner was a man where if I know me or touch, you can't look after a food game and them things. A skeptic man, you know. Yeah, and a certain man him the walk move to and talk and see all big professor left town and come there and then care and attack and planner just look on them and just light up him chalice and 1, 2 drown just go drop asleep and them there for hours want talk and planning ready for talk all night. Hours catch them in the night. So me used to learn a lot from him. I never used to call him planner, you know. Let me tell you something, call him the chief. Because him have a chiefly manner where him just humble. And him will talk and when him talk it's like a thunder roll same time, you know. And them thing there, you know, I learn from him. I learn a lot from him, man. I ask him question and him answer me. And the man said so diligently that, you know, him just a youth man and laugh. Yeah, them things that them say about her, you know. And so him just talk. I say, yes, brother. And then Kojo now was an old soldier again now, where when you say lazy, you know, I get to realize now, you touch a next topic where me have to give thanks for the highlight too, as me highlight the highlight. Because where I find out the tie and dye project where Kojo did come down there for run was funded by Rita. And Kojo was a man where was Bob Marley's secretary. So I don't know the kicker between she and Kojo and the whole industry, because it was an industry at the time. Because even Sister Ifia, and then she just have the first daughter, first child she have. And she journey all the way from Linstead, the Bagwat, them time there, and come. and seated on the center was doing the same tie and dye work. Because a tie and dye company culture supposed to open over that side, you know. Because that side was like the company side and the bingy house would have be on the other side. And that now would have be people would have left from the bingy house and learn about, because enough people used to come there, enough sister. I think Kojo teach it tie and dye while he was there too. Even Sister Ivy and a lot of sisters was coming in and out, was learning. So it was so I think somewhere along the line in Farfet and Sister Rita Marley get vexed, so she said lazy, you know. So as what you say, it is like I read me read betwixt the line while me I listen to the I last voice note and I say, okay. You know, cause I'm on there from a long time, you know, JahBunny. And I'm one of the first youth, I'm an Kojo youth. Ozai. Yeah. But we did it long before our next set of youth come there. Because we used to live, we go China yard, we go up in high times, them time they were go all about. Go a yammy ball, or we go a bag yard, go check bag of them. And then we get our bus here, we go back a country night. That's how we used to do it, you know, but in idea with their toners too, you Rasta youth up and down and check all I look Rasta man, they were check and gone in back in the bush again now. So it was in them time there was Irish still, me not lie. Because, you know, and the property is nice, full of fruits and them things. So we just see it, and your father was like a mile pillar for the land at the time, because people come from all over to come reason with him, you know. Just simple. You see your father there wasn't just a normal man, was it? And then him have the priest there, which is Bongo Time, and him have Bongo Daniel, and him have a whole heap of hell. So when people come there, they're fascinated, like then come back a wall again, you know? Yeah, man. So it was a glory in them time there. You know? So as me show the eye, JahBunny, I don't know, one will live on the property. Do go out the road and do nothing. Because if you check the community, if you go and do a survey right now, you come to Jamaica and you walk in the community and do a survey with the people and with the Rasta will live in the center. They have nothing. We and them is like one, with like family, because if they want anything, then come. If we keep banquet and look at something, yes, the whole community come out and support it. You understand me? Big Naya Bingi that they see them come out and they eat and them drink with their night. So we always have a good relationship with the community. So we never have a problem. The people who live, the ones that will live on the property, never have a problem. Neither with the Bingi house, neither with Sister Kolanji, now with Rastafari. What the reason, what the problem with me that mostly see happen now? The elder them did left on them own, and Sizzla take that initiative to make it in point of duty for when him, and whenever him pass and I go country or anyway, we stop, check them, make sure them have something to eat, and you know, sit down and reason with them, give them hope, you know, where them not, you know, open, you know. So I man have to put the truth where the truth lie now, because that's how I can move on. But me hear him say something now, say I him buy a ticket for Bongo Time for go South Africa, which is not really so. But him give Bongo Time some money, because when him come, it was in October, the first part of October, and him was journeying from somewhere. At time him young, and him give the same mic here and Pinto $10,000 for build up a little tattoo for him, and them never build nothing. So when him come and rain was falling in the October month, him end up come right in my ranch. My ranch now, home he says up with His Majesty picture for you come in there and look it big. He just put it anywhere you turn at the house, you that look on it. So when him come in and see it, him just a reverend, and him just take out everything out of him pocket, all him money, him jewel, everything, and just throw down on the floor, and him just pray. And right there some old man sit down, so daddy just get up and hold a reverend sign to, and I man stay with him, and him brethren, him have a next brethren will come with him. When him done chanting prayer, them daddy black up some sound to, and I black up sounds, and then we seated. And I man things him just come to stay one day, man, stay 1 week with I and I at the ranch. Do him love the vibe. Him all send go, we go get clothes, buy food and come forward and cook and then and all him vibes. And I have a good vibes with him. That I in the early 90s when him just a come around I and I. And you see that's one night time when him going at some reason, him look crossways up on I man and him look again upon I man and him look on me and say, I want you to follow behind, chat behind I now. But at the same time now, I man, my old man that Steve man for carry I man go in England. But I man never know the time space, what it is done in the making. So I man tend to say, yeah man, I man go make a move whatever I man come forward. See? So from them time that them say I man, you know, a Scotch Park, that time. But I man now is a youth like this, a Rastafari I man for like now. And I man a internal when that talk to him, it's direct in the right part. See? So right now, when I check it out, JahBunny, and that lobby should be come out. Any man when they are street asleep or feed like more or less short the eviction, it's the responsibility supposed to left on both the Bingy House and Sizzla Colanchi to deal with that because these are the two entities because I and I get evicted. And at the same time, as I stated clearly, none of them live on the property. Not even Junior Negos, where them have a problem with, don't live there. I can state the name of the people who live there while them have them fury going in and out and on and on. While the people who live there just battling to survive. So it's like them all get caught up in a rapture. See? Sizzla happy. The next entity happy. Everybody, if you check them out, them have them nice house, them nice car, them nice, and them live good. But then I remember say them make them brother and them sister homeless. Through a house that divide against itself, it surely fall. And them now realize they're so brilliant reading all these big notes and all these topics and all these novels when them come out. What them now realize today is a part of what they're reading about. And right now, what else? It's terrible. You know, see it. And no one, here, all of them get pay off, you know, but them not pay, but them, the grassroots, over plant the tree them. And make sure say property well kept. And that's when the slave master returned for him property and run off. We could have get something. They all take it and put it in them pocket same way. And them say Rastafari and them in a red, gold and green and them palm nice and it's a loss here said and but deep in a way we are wicked. Against our own flesh and blood like ourselves. Cause we don't check out we are our brother or sister. But we say we love Selassie. But hear what the man say. The least you done unto my brethren, you done it unto I. See? So I still a trad man. That's why I'm a boy I know you know church thing and I'm a whole steady holy ground, you know, because I know say destruction is near. And Babylon a pending doom or waiting for go down, you know. So I know the reward of dirty Babylon, so them have to go down. You know, see it. And still yet a revolution on the battlefield. That's why I could have stand up on this battlefield and talk. On a podium and talk. Like how we can talk as we dare say. God, nothing there to hide. You know, see it. And someone want to fabricate lie and make it look like truth. You know, see it. I try and I big money grab a man, the Kayana never run up here and assist land. Them thing the Kayana there on the center all a steady meditation. No say a Rastafari work with the and for beg to bow or besiege yourself for money. Or be liquor yourself. Or undermine yourself through vanity. But for all the liberty and all the tranquility and the sincerity of the Most High. That means when you walk within a high, you step as a high man. You know, walk and hold on your head. Because you sell your brother for naught and you sell your sister for gold. See? You can walk and look for your brother high, with a high look. See? Not a deceiving one, but a high look. Yeah, man. So, we give thanks again, JahBunny, because you actually know. As me tell you, man, time will tell, man. And all who think so them win. Them not win yet. Because the back where them fight and get, who get home to the night is the innocent. And the guilty not running. You know, see it. But them wound with the innocent. Cripple him. Destroy him and then them go home and laugh because they can't have an next center, you know, they can't run go to keep up the same hanky-panky. But then I remember say people home, where man and man live. It's different from where you go and come. It's a living quarters for a man. And you look upon it like nothing. And then lose it. And yet still they want him come to you and give the highest respect same way. Talk to you like he's the highest man. And like he's some good person when he's this big, evil, wicked person. Rastafari say I know all things, man. Yes, JahBunny, keep the fire burning.
Bongo Skubu lighting. I listen to hear what correction you'd make regarding what I have said just now. Now, I clearly state 1992 when I came to Scotch Park. I spent 2 weeks at Scotch Park between the Lions Den, the Fire Gate, yeah, and my father ranch. Now, the most man I talked to up a bridge in the Lions Den. So I don't know if they the reason that or whatever. But Bongo Eddie at the Fire Gate is this why man spend most of my time outside of my father cabin. In terms of and me and Bongo Eddie, me stand up there and keep him company and looking at the fire. Fire me study. So at no time at all I never go up under the tabernacle because I'm not a tabernacle person. Do you hear me clearly? Do you all hear me clearly? Me never go up under the tabernacle. Me the man will shed blood. And from me I go, Bongo what to tell me, say you can't shed blood and come up under the banner. That's how me did go. So me can tell my story. So to me, know me shed blood. Me no word if I go up under the tabernacle. So wait until me say everything cool down. Me and Bongo time my reason right at the door because I saw the thing set. Me and my father. No. Bongo Skibu. I man state clearly where my father show me. And when tell me at the time where I go on 1992. Now, I don't know if you didn't know about that. Because this is big people affair business now. I'm see it clearly that my father asked me to go and talk to Rita for us. Now, I also state, so I don't want no man have no selective hearing for me, no brother. Listen me clearly. I state clearly when I go up a tough gang what Rita complaint was, and what Rita complaint was, you know, Skubu, come what? Endorse it. So when I not talk, if you listen to what I say and listen to what I hear, you just endorse, you not correct, you endorse it. Rita complaint was the whole house just come live on the land and I build up house and I do things and nothing I come to her. That was her complaint why she don't want to have. So if you're going to say when she come down there and put like a food in her van, she never complain about that. She complains every day she forgot market, go buy the things that may go up on her land. That was her complaint. That the food never reach her from the land. But the main complaint where she make, speak on that because you just endorse it. Even you build up shop and house on the land. How that help Rita? That's what Rita say. The whole town run wire fence through the land and I share up the land for herself when it wasn't given it wasn't given to Uno for that purpose. Tell me how any development Uno make was over what the Simison and the Dwanda Toar. What she and Jakes would agreed upon. Tell we that. Tell we some man go live on the land, build up them one little shed our house and wire fence it off and square it off. That's what the woman concern was about. I'm going to hear you address that. If anything, you endorse that. Say you take part in things like that. So, that was her complaint why she wanted to have the land.
And Bongo Tani alone is the Bongo planner. We have Bongo Chef under there, and you have Grandma there too. Grandma buried on the property over to the riverside, over Rita Marley side. All of them buried on Rita Marley property, side to Rita Marley. So, even we have a young Rasta child where they born up in him house, mother house, and him never know if put him down. Him also. So we have ancestor on the property. So, if there was just a fight with we and the Mali and the Nyabingi house, the executive did come out and help. Even when I and I put out a GoFundMe to get lawyer to defend Scotch Park, no one come out and help I and I. So now no one of it talk like they feel no blunt because I'm not talking to the I Congo, but where does I put out a armor, because in that time we was fighting before even the gate lock. And it's like we was fighting a losing battle. Because it all was set from up at the top, so and then it don't pay off good because who them get reader or who them say them get reader. And if they say them even mere arguments, then say them never know no one at the same time. I am Bongo time son. You have Bongo Daniel's son live there. You have Rasa Evai's two sons them live there at the time. One live up at the top, one live down at the bottom. You have Bongo Tani's son used to come there on a regular basis. You have other Rasta children who come there. So what you want to tell me, say there's no one there that they have them recognized? So you could have said, yes, you have them two persons there. Marshanti was there. When me Zato was there at the time. Wickerman was there. Bongo Wekai was there. Bongo Rai was there at the time. Living there tonight, just come and go. And then every Saturday they have Sabbath, so you have people who come for the Sabbath and Saturday. Sometimes the place full like the Nyabingi, so it wasn't like the place just up and not go on, but it's the war and the fury that's caused us to lose Scotch Park. It's not the people are the problem or laziness at the property. Because even when Stephanie come there the first time, with the first eviction and she walk around the back, when she see tomato, when she see pepper, when she look on callaloo, all these vegetables, we don't buy them. We grow them around the back. See? Ganja. That's me turn to the man who was married to her at the time and say, yeah, Rasta. And him say, yes. So when you come and fight Rasta and want to push off Rasta, and he knows the Rasta now know where to go. And by the next 2 months, we say, man, dead. See? I mean, sure I say she have manners because and me said to her, I say, I want to say something to you, When we go back, we'll leave from around at the back and we'll go back to the tabernacle. And we'll reason with her the day. That's cut her down off our pumps and pride. And when I ask her, I say, you're Rasta, and she say, yes to me in the tabernacle. And I turn to her again and I say, you praise Emperor Haile Selassie as I do? And she say, yes. I say, why you call Rasta squatters? You must go on the computer and apologize for that. Because Rasta is not squatters. If Rasta is squatters, you is squatters too. And she said, yes, I will do it. In the tabernacle of Scotch Park, I listened last year, I know. That's why I said to her. See? So, I just the ones them who have them war is the war cause I and I to lose Scotch Park, not the people who live on Scotch Park. I keep repeating, and the reason why I want to repeat that I want the whole world to know say And there was some gunman or some ignorant people or some and Houston, Silver Scott Park. Those people were have proper headpiece. I would ask them when them coming to Bingy there, it was clean, it was nice, it was pretty. We always cut the land, sweep out the place. You never see Scott Park, they come there and see 2 man from Scott Park, you know, to tassel up a war or nothing. So they know that we never live like some animal or we live like cat and dog. And we only pretend when Bingy not there. And when Bingy there and when Bingy not there, we are war. No, it's no wasn't like that. That's why Sizzler could have gravitated to the land. Bunny Wheeler could have gravitated to the land because we always remind ourselves, remember, says, and I have Bingy Center. Told the man then go to the respect, you know, see no man have no woman up there, come check him. Every woman have to stand up at the gate and call. If she in a pants, she have to sit down at the gate. If she not dress appropriate and have her hair tie, she can't just come up on the property. That's how we run the property for years. And even the community people, them respect that with I and I. You see, it's we wasn't have no dirty liberty like we are good and we are making and we are gunman and we are thief and we are this and some criminal and you know work and you know sit down and you are big or something like that. It wasn't them type of people that Scott Park. Because them can't say I was one. No one can point and say, yeah man, you was one of them man who are big and this and that. So I know and I lived there for years, from the years I tell you from 1988 to up to 2000. That man must know this journey. See? So Rastafari bless the family, man. The truth have come out, you know, in any way it come out. It's just the truth. And that's the truth. Rastafari live.
My lion, give thanks for every word and every sound, you know. I man hear the eye loud and clear. And there's a whole heap of things that is clear to I now. 1992, I man live out of Jamaica nearly 20 years before I man return. Simple. So I don't know, for the past 20 years where I'm on the seaside, I don't know nothing where I go on down a yard, because I saw I man trod. So I man now question, I learn from the eye, and I question the eye. It's just reasoning and to some man are going like we have to hide and come could I call a personal and talk to you about this. There's a thing named transparency. And as long as we keep things in the open, we can't go wrong. Because this is not a hide and seek. The hide and seek things make things go wrong. So now I and I talk with each other and I and I supposed to talk to with brother and with sister. So we're up front. Now, everything what I say, I man give thanks for that. Because I man learn now exactly which part my father rests. Even though it's me get the okay for my father buried there, you know, I give that okay. See? Now, the next thing I learn, and I should have known that, the same relationship when me have with your father, I learn say you have the same relationship with my father. Because if you hear me say, when I come on the site, and your father are the priest, so that respect that go to your father. I remind you something. The day when my father sent me to go deal with Rita is the same day. Listen, I call it. It's the same day Bunny Wheelers. Sometimes when you see when I talk certain things, I get irritable, you know, brother, because sometimes some violation go on, you know, brother. You see, Bingy did that go on a Scotch Park. You remember the day when Bunny Wheelers son come brought down come interrupt the groundation and brought down the harps them and make half of the harps have to go up Mandela Park. You remember that day there, me left because I confused on the Dagwan, I'm left and go a tough gang. And when Bunny Wheelers do that, at the same day, them stone him. If you remember. You see, so Rasta have it power, you know. Let me show you, say, we tie up in it in a different way, you know, brother. See? So I say, I never go in the tabernacle. My trial was between the fire keep And which part my father did them, I don't even know. And you want make me know now exactly how the place is seated. Cause when I come in as a specialist. So me not even chat. Me not chat to no man. Me not know. Me reason with some lion in the lions then because so the lions then did run. And at night time when Bingy go and I stand up with Bongo Eddie at the fire key and go and hold him in him company. And then when I feel how I just go see to my old man. Because my old man they just seclude them time there, if you remember. That's why you say you that do certain things kind of seclude. When I want the eye for also know too, even though I never come a Scotch Park, big, you see Bongo Miguel, you me talk and go Bongo Miguel, I man not fight Bongo Miguel, you know. Because Bongo Miguel office down at Church Street was the HQ. So why me never come at Scotch Park? Whenever I want to see a old man, I go down a Bongo Miguel, I'm always out of Miguel office door, sit down. Again, me go down there, heal Bongo Miguel, and deal with the old man, cause come like, as a priest, a old man would have deal with more than anybody else, because I saw the thing that said, so even when I now go to Scotch Park, go see my father, would have go in your father years, down at Church Street and whatever my father for hear, would have hear because I saw the thing that said. So it's not like me that go a Scotch Park and thing. After me go talk to Rita and Rita agree, everything that settled there. So keep in mind, me never say, no eviction notice never issue 1992. What I saw was the documentation from the Smithsonian of intent. What development they wanted was to do. That was what was provoking Rita to make the move. So when me go to her and go talk to her, ask her, why go down, her defense was what she tell me. So me not have no reason now to come call Rasta lazy and antiquated and me not have no reason, because me not have no reason for them things. You see, when man talk, man put you up talk, right? But me not put you up no talk. Me just talk how Rita talk to me, because so Rita not talk pretty, you know. Rita one down to earth, straight talking woman. Rita not talk with water in her mouth. She just tell me, say, "Bunny, I want him out for my blood clot, land." So she talk to me. I know how she should have argued me. She never, she talk to me. Simple. And she tell me, say, the reason why she give them the land for, and that I go on the land. And she specifically tell me, you know, me tell you something. When me vex for. And me say it all the while. Rita never too like none about bad friend them, you know. I have to know these things. Me can't count on one hand. The man named Rita really check. He say, "Hey, JahBunny, Rita love I. Not because me not talk sexually love no, you know. Me talk brother and sister love. Rita love me. Me never chew my father and her, as them say them are Cuban. But Rita love me. Rita talk to me with love. Rita show me love every time me say Rita, Papa love to show me. And me know say if Rita never sick, me could have call Rita and say, "Yo, Rita, what I go on?" And me and Rita have that relationship. And say that tell me point blank, "Bunny right now, wait, because some me and Rita talk. If lacking a better word, me and Rita will lap frog tail. You know that talk, me and I will lap frog tail, because such me and her talk. We not put them on mouth a gun. She up front like me. Not only that though, Ziggy and Steve, me and them proper cool too. Me no know we go on because certain things that go on in my place. We should know me attack in my place, certain things that go on. And from that go on, me say Ziggy get away nervous and Even Steve get away nervous now. So I saw the thing set, but fire, you don't know, say, me and you different. We just talk our talk and talk what we know. And when we know, you're not going to know because, like you say, you never know what that 1992, right? But the two old man them know about that. So blessed love every time, brother. Give thanks for the clarity. Yeah, brother?
JahBunny, Bunny, you're listening to JahBunny, Bunny, hold the vibes, keep it steady. Teach the youths, make them ready. No bad mind, no negativity. JahBunny, pure positivity. JahBunny, Bunny, still into JahBunny.